Setting boundaries is fundamental to raising respectful and well-rounded children. Boundaries provide children with a sense of security, teach them about limits, and help them develop into responsible individuals. By establishing clear expectations and consistently enforcing them, parents can create a nurturing environment where children thrive and learn the importance of respect for themselves and others. Imagine a world without fences, traffic lights, or rules. It would be chaotic and unsafe. Boundaries act as guidelines for children, providing them with a sense of structure and predictability. When children understand what is expected of them, they feel safe and secure, knowing that their parents are there to guide them. Just like a garden needs fences to protect the plants and help them grow, children need boundaries to thrive. Boundaries provide a framework within which children can explore their world, experiment, and learn from their mistakes without fear of serious consequences. Boundaries are not just physical barriers, they are also emotional and social guidelines that help children understand their limits and the expectations placed upon them. For instance, setting a regular bedtime helps children get the rest they need, while rules about screen time ensure they engage in a variety of activities. These boundaries teach children self-discipline and responsibility, which are crucial skills for their development. Moreover, when parents consistently enforce these boundaries, it builds trust and respect within the family. Children learn that their parents' rules are there to protect and support them, not to restrict their freedom. In addition to providing safety and structure, boundaries also encourage children to develop problem-solving skills. When children know the limits, they are more likely to think creatively within those boundaries. For example, if a child knows they can only play in the backyard, they might come up with new games or activities to enjoy within that space. This kind of creative thinking is essential for their cognitive development. Furthermore, boundaries help children understand the concept of consequences. When they know that certain actions will lead to specific outcomes, they learn to make better choices. Parents play a crucial role in setting and maintaining these boundaries. It's important for parents to communicate clearly and consistently about what is expected. This means having open discussions about rules and the reasons behind them. When children understand the why behind a rule, they are more likely to follow it willingly. Additionally, parents should be role models, demonstrating the behaviors they want to see in their children. By doing so, they create a safe and secure environment where children can grow, learn, and thrive. Teaching respect is an integral part of setting boundaries. When children understand and respect boundaries, they learn to respect themselves, others, and their surroundings. They begin to understand that their actions have consequences, both positive and negative. Respect is not something that children are born with, it is a learned behavior that is instilled through consistent guidance and modeling from parents. By setting clear boundaries and enforcing them fairly, parents teach children the importance of respecting limits and the rights of others. The first step in setting healthy boundaries is to clearly define what behavior is acceptable and unacceptable. These expectations should be age-appropriate and communicated to children in a way that they can understand. For example, a boundary for a toddler might be, we use gentle hands when we play with others. For an older child, it might be, we speak respectfully to everyone, even when we disagree. Communicating effectively is key to making sure your message gets across to children. Once expectations are set, it's crucial to communicate them clearly and concisely. This means using straightforward language, maintaining eye contact, and checking to make sure they understand. Avoid using vague language or making threats. Instead, focus on the desired behavior and explain the reasons behind the boundary. For example, instead of saying, "Don't hit your brother," try saying, "We use gentle hands with our family because we love and care for each other." Consistency is key in enforcing boundaries with love and firmness. Consistency is crucial when it comes to enforcing boundaries. Children need to know that the rules are the same regardless of the day or their mood. This doesn't mean being rigid or inflexible, it means responding to situations in a predictable and fair manner. When children test boundaries, which they inevitably will, it is important to respond calmly and assertively. Remind them of the boundary, explain the consequences of their actions, and follow through with appropriate consequences. Positive discipline, guiding children towards respectful behavior. Positive discipline is an approach that focuses on teaching and guiding children rather than punishing them. It involves using encouragement, problem-solving, and natural consequences to help children learn from their mistakes and make better choices. When enforcing boundaries, focus on the positive. Praise children when they respect boundaries and acknowledge their efforts to make amends when they make mistakes. This helps children develop a sense of responsibility and encourages them to make positive choices. Real-life examples. Putting boundary setting into practice. Here are a few real-life examples of how parents can set healthy boundaries and enforce them positively. Setting boundaries is crucial for creating a safe and respectful environment for everyone in the family. It helps children understand expectations and the consequences of their actions, fostering a sense of responsibility and self-discipline. Let's start with a common scenario. Your child throws a toy in anger. This behavior can be disruptive and potentially dangerous. In response, you might say, "Toys are not for throwing." It's important to address the behavior immediately and clearly. Explain to your child that throwing toys can hurt someone. This helps them understand the impact of their actions on others. You might add, "If you throw a toy again, you will need to take a break from playing with it." This sets a clear consequence for the behavior. Now consider a different scenario. Your teenager comes home past their curfew. This can be a challenging situation for both parents and teens. In response, you might say, "The agreed-upon curfew is important because it keeps you safe and allows us to have peace of mind. It's essential to communicate the reasons behind the rules." You could then add, "Because you were late tonight, you will lose your phone privileges for tomorrow evening." This consequence is directly related to the behavior and reinforces the importance of following rules. By consistently setting and enforcing boundaries, parents can help their children develop a sense of security and trust. It also teaches children valuable life skills, such as self-control, accountability, and respect for others. Remember, the goal of boundary setting is not to punish, but to guide and support children as they grow and learn. Positive reinforcement is also a key component. When children follow the rules and respect boundaries, acknowledge their good behavior. This encourages them to continue making positive choices. Ultimately, setting boundaries is about creating a loving and structured environment where children can thrive. It's about helping them understand the world around them and their place within it. With patience, consistency, and clear communication, parents can effectively put boundary setting into practice and foster a harmonious family dynamic. Conclusion: raising respectful children, one boundary at a time. Setting healthy boundaries is an ongoing process that requires patience, consistency, and a deep love for our children. It's not something that happens overnight, but rather a continuous journey that evolves as our children grow and develop. Each stage of their life brings new challenges and opportunities for us to reinforce these boundaries and teach them the importance of respect and responsibility. By establishing clear expectations, communicating effectively, and enforcing boundaries with love and firmness, we can create a nurturing environment where children feel safe, secure, and respected. It's crucial to remember that boundaries are not just about saying no, but also about guiding our children towards making better choices and understanding the consequences of their actions. This helps them develop a sense of accountability and self-discipline. Remember, raising respectful children is a marathon, not a sprint. It requires ongoing effort and dedication. There will be moments of frustration and setbacks, but these are all part of the learning process. The key is to stay consistent and not give up. Celebrate the small victories and use the challenges as teaching moments. Over time, these efforts will pay off, and you'll see your children grow into respectful and responsible individuals. Every interaction is an opportunity to teach, guide, and model the behavior we want to see in our children. Whether it's during a family meal, a homework session, or a casual conversation, these moments are invaluable. They provide us with the chance to reinforce the values and principles we hold dear. By being present and engaged, we show our children that we care about their growth and development. By setting healthy boundaries and fostering a loving and supportive home environment, we can empower our children to become respectful, responsible, and well-rounded individuals. It's about creating a balance between discipline and affection, ensuring that our children feel loved and valued while also understanding the importance of rules and boundaries. This balanced approach will help them navigate the complexities of life with confidence and integrity.